help me? Just a question. I start the sessions with vague questions. You may tell me, ma'am, these are all vague questions. But may I ask you who, according to you, is the best person for you? Anyone? Yes? Anyone else? Mother. Anyone else? Father. Anyone else? I'm still looking for the right answer. You people are lying. Yes. You are the best person for yourself. I am the best. Always regard yourself as the best. Then comes, you must have read in grammar also, first person is what? I. Second person is you, third person is he. Right? So the first person in this world is I. If you work on yourself, if you develop yourself, if you build yourself, then you may take care of your mother, father, parents, school, etc. Right? So the first person in this world is I. Right? Do you have questions in your mind? Today's session is not a training session. I will not be able to give you training in just an hour. Right? But I will just give you some tips and maybe I will leave you motivated. So tomorrow you can move up, step up and take your own steps in the right path. Right? Do you have questions in your mind? Children? I still have questions in my mind. We are humans. We all have questions in our mind. Do we have questions? Do you all have questions in your mind? Class 8 and class teacher, whatever. I'll come to that fact. You will never be motivated. Never use this song. You may be sad for a time being. You may be heartbroken for a time being. But you will never be motivated. Forget this term. Right? I did not get your questions. And I know all of you have questions. My dear, let me tell you, if you do not ask questions, you will never get answers in your life. And many answers, many solutions are within you, in you. But you should move ahead, step ahead, and talk about yourself. You should ask. Do you also sit like this in the class if you have a question or problem of any chapter? Do you ask the teachers? You ask? Right? So what happens if you won't ask? The doubt will remain in your mind forever and that will affect in your studies and maybe you won't be able to answer in your exam. Here I am not speaking about your examination. Here I am speaking about your life. You are all 8th and 9th standard. And you are not nursery kids, right? We are all growing now. We all know what is A, what is Z, what is Z. Right? So students, if you have questions in your mind, if you do not ask, you can take your friends as a mentor, you can take your teachers as a mentor, you can take your parents as a mentor. But if you keep your questions within yourself, you will never get the answer. And you will be trapped. You will be entangled with questions. One question will give rise to another question, and you will never find a solution in your life. Right? Why this question is very, very important? Because today you are in 8th, 9th, and you will reach 10th, and you have to select a stream. Or you have to choose a career in your life. Right? If you do not have questions, how will you choose the best career for yourself? And please get the answers before you regret in your life. Because there are cases, where students take a step. Alright? They take steps and when they reach at one stage, they cannot come back. Because they have already crossed that bridge and that bridge is broken, they cannot walk back. So before the bridge is dismantled, you need to know, should I cross that bridge? Right? Because I'll tell you, many students go along with their friends. अच्छा तुमने साइंस ली है, मैं भी साइंस ले ली. अच्छा तुमने आर्ट्स में, मैं भी साइंस. अच्छा मैं सब्जेक्ट्स ले ली. You are studying English, I will also study English. You fail to ask yourself, मुझे क्या पसंद है. Your parents must be telling you, you become a doctor, you become an engineer. You are working day and night to, clear, you're going for coaching center, you're going for coaching, trying to clear NEET, Z, or, all engineering entrance tests and all. But within yourself, I don't. मुझे पता था इस फील्ड में मैं अच्छा करूँगी. I am good at this. I don't want to teach in any college. So whatever you have in your mind, you ask yourself what you want to do. Today's parents are much advanced. They understand. Earlier, when we were students, there were limited scope. People never knew like mass journalism क्या scope है. There were not many channels. Now there are many channels. So if you are thinking that क्या होगा मैं fail हो जाऊँगा, if I fail, no worries. There's always the next time. Get up and fight again. So let's see, in the world we find famous personalities have always failed in their lives. They have always failed. And after that failure, they rose up, they woke up. And today we know them. Let's see this video.
After being cut from his high school basketball team, he went home, locked himself in his room, and cried. He wasn't able to speak until he was almost 4 years old, and his teacher said he would never amount to much. Was demoted from her job as a news anchor because she wasn't fit for television. Fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination and having no original ideas. At age 11, he was cut from his team after being diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency, which made him smaller in stature than most kids his age. At 30 years old, he was left devastated and depressed after being unceremoniously removed from the company he started. A high school dropout whose personal struggles with drugs and poverty culminated in an unsuccessful suicide attempt. The teacher told him he was too stupid to learn anything, and that he should go into a field where he might succeed by virtue of his pleasant personality. Rejected by tape recording studios who said, "We don't like their sound, they have no future in show business." His first book was rejected by 27 publishers. His fiancée died, failed in business, had a nervous breakdown, and was defeated in 8 elections. If you've never failed, you've never tried anything new.
You will not enjoy the taste of success. करेला नहीं खाया तो कैसे पता चलेगा वो बिटर है और उसके बाद आपको कुछ शुगर चाहिए या कुछ कड़वा, isn't it? You should feel the taste of failure to enjoy the sweetness of success. So if you have failed or if you are scared of failing, do not. Because that taste will teach you to enjoy the taste or to run after the taste of something good. For example, अभी मैंने आपको कुछ खिलाया जो टेस्ट में बहुत खराब है, कड़वा है, it's spice and you don't like the taste. I gave you to eat. You will right away run to have some water or to have some sweets or chocolate, right? To wipe off the taste of that bitterness. अगर मैं आपको कड़वा कुछ खिलाऊंगी नहीं, you will never run to get the sweet, right? So it is very important in your life to feel somewhere or the other. It's not a class में fail होना, somewhere or the
patience. Alright, that's all things for failure that will help you to enjoy and run after success. When you run up and जो मेहनत करके success मिलता है ना, that is the greatest satisfaction in life. I'll tell you about myself. When I began my publishing house, many authors, many co-publishers, they told me, "अरे तुम लड़की हो के publishing house कैसे चला लोगी? It's a big team. You need to run."
Next year we will be choosing streams and we have to go for careers. So how to make proper choices?
That is what the workshop is today on. How to make proper choices. Right? So as we go ahead, we'll come to know how will you make proper choices, the right choices. Proper is again a new character. How will you make the right choice in your life to build your career? Right? So as we progress with this workshop, you will get all your answers. Then you ask, and the answer is in you. I will not give the answers. I'll just show you the way. Anybody else? मेरे तो बहुत सवाल है अभी भी है पता नहीं क्या करूँगी कल मैंने यहाँ रहूँगी या कहाँ रहूँगी यस
Namaste Didi. As you can see, we are here, but we can speak to you frankly, how to overcome this public fear.
Yeah. Good. Very nice. First of all, I am not a monster. You can speak frankly with me. Hannah, you're one of my the good friends. Childhood friend knows me very well. You can. I am not a monster. My teacher is here. My guru is here. So you can speak. So if you consider the person who is sitting in front of you as a monster, you will fear. If you consider yourself to be a monster, you will not fear. So whenever you speak somewhere, whenever you are sitting somewhere, consider yourself to be a monster. हाँ गाऊंगा ठीक है तो खुद को जब बड़ा समझोगे then you will kill your fear that often coming to you right so this fear we are all human we will have that fear in us alright even जानवरों के अंदर भी डर है but again we have to control our fear and consider ourselves as the best. There is one question we keep asking to the kids also within nursery KG1. Alright. So, may I ask you this question? This question may seem to be very, very kiddish to you. Who, according to you, is the best person in your life, in your world, the world you stay, the world you are living? Who, according to you, is the best person in this world? You consider that he or she is the best person in this world. I want your answer. You need to speak.
Me.
Very nice. Yes, I was expecting this answer. You are the best person in this world. When you are the best person in this world, how can you fear you? Grammar में पढ़ा है ना first person, second person. Everything has logic. First person is always that. Do not tell that my mom is the first person, my dad. They are important to you, but if you are not the first person in your life, if you do not work for yourself, you will not be able to work for your parents or XYZ. But so when you are best, who the hell I am? Now, got it? I am not a monster. You are a professional. You may ask me any question. I'll show you a video. This video you must have watched many times. But still, I do not what have you actually. The fear. How many of you are scared of? How many of you are scared of failing in your life? एग्जाम फेल कर जाऊंगा, पास ही होगा, इंटरव्यू फेल हो जाऊंगा, क्या करना इंटरेस्ट क्लियर नहीं होगा, फेल हो जाऊंगा, क्या होगा? डर लगता है ना? Everybody fears. Alright, I have also failed in my life, right? But that doesn't mean you will allow that failure to control the willpower you have to win. If you have not tasted failure in your life, you will never understand the taste of success. कहीं ना कहीं आपको फेलियर का टेस्ट जानना पड़ेगा, then you can enjoy success. For example, मैं अभी आपको कुछ कड़वा खिला देती हूँ, something I give to everyone. इतना गंदा टेस्ट है, you will run to have some water or a chocolate or some sweets, क्योंकि वो कड़वापन जो आपको मैंने खिला दिया उसको हटाना है. So अगर मैंने आपको कुछ कड़वा नहीं दिया, आप खाओगे नहीं पानी के लिए. So if you don't know the taste of failure, you will never run after success. So it is very important also sometimes in your life to understand the taste of failure. And believe me, in this world, बहुत जितने famous लोग हैं, the famous personalities in this world have faced failures in life. Failures are not fear. पढ़ते हैं ना किताबों में failures are the stepping stone of success. This is not just a statement in your book. Failures are your motivation that you have to fight. You have to fight and take your failures as challenges, and you have to taste what success is. Let's see this video and you will see how you can overcome failures and how failures mean nothing but just motivation.
After being cut from his high school basketball team, he went home, locked himself in his room, and cried. He wasn't able to speak until he was almost 4 years old.
So many things, but that society is not feeding me. That society did not help me to earn me. That society did not help me to get my education. It is my willpower. I went, I studied, I did, and now after 22 years, I am coming back to Assam to see the students, to meet my friends. Got it? So this society has nothing to do with your career. क्या चाहिए मुझसे पूछो, मुझे ये चाहिए, मुझे ये बनना है, हर हाल में बनना है. Got it now? Be determined. A. अगर आपको कम परसेंटेज मिला, मत सोचो कि this is the end of career. मैंने आपको बता दिया है, पर बैठ के भी बहुत तरीका होता है कैसे बनाना चाहिए. Even if you are a good photographer. Got it now? So all the best students. I expected more interactions. Alright? पर आप चुप बैठो. But I request you, next time जब भी कोई आए हमसे बात करने के लिए, या next time मैं भी आऊँ या सर भी आए, उनकी बोलो. ये दुनिया उसी की है जो बकबक कर सकती है. और बकबक करके अपना जो काम किया प्रोजेक्ट है. Got it everyone? Alright? Thank you so much everyone. I wish you all the best. 10th and 12th, crucial period of your life. You have to appear your boards, you have to clear your entrance test, you have to choose your career, right? Choose wisely. All the best.